So without further ado, Ernest, please.
Hello, my name is Ernest Acevedo. I'm from the City Manager's Office, and first of all, I'd just like to thank each of you for inviting me into this meeting and basically your home today to give a brief presentation of an update of the police chief recruitment and go through an exercise that we've been doing in various communities and various community meetings. This meeting, this really effort right now is a continued dialogue that our city manager, Deborah Fugoni, has been having with the community for probably the last month, and to fill a very important position, which we all know is the police chief. Rob Davis has been with the San Jose Police Department for over 30 years, and he's been our police chief for the last 6 years. So he's definitely has some big shoes to fill, and San Jose being one of the 10th largest cities, we are anticipating to get some of the most qualified candidates, and this is a national search. And so Deb has hired an executive recruiter, Terry Blackburn, and she's already starting to kick the pavement and go see the city and on the phone and talking to different potential candidates. And the application brochure went live last week, and so we're already getting some really strong inquiries of this position. So first of all, as I said, this has been an extensive outreach process, and as Deb has spread throughout the community with her staff, folks like myself. This process has consisted of a 3-tiered framework, and I'm going to hand this out to each of you so you can follow and even have with you and look over. And so that basically has been 7 community-wide meetings we've gone through that have occurred, and that different folks from have attended and provided their input and the themes, and we feel very comfortable with, we're starting to get those emerging themes. And then we also have these targeted stakeholder groups, which is meetings that, like yourself, that exist, that we were asked to be placed on the agenda and to gather input. And then we've also had meetings with the police workforce and done an online survey to gather their input. Some of the emerging themes, as I mentioned, are when you ask folks what are those issues and what are the things that your qualities and characteristics that you're looking in a police chief, and some of those things are the strong leader, effective communicator, honest and ethical, supports and practices transparency. Those are things from a lot of the different meetings that we've collected, whether they've been large meetings, from individual coffee talks to online survey to phone calls that we've collected and tallied, and those are things that you would expect of a person who's potentially going to be our next police chief. How this input that we've been gathering, how it's going to be used. Well, it's already been used in developing our brochure, also in developing our questions, shaping what the panel will potentially look like. So people have asked, how is this information going to be used, and that's basically, those are some of the examples. The timeline, you also notice, is on the back of what we've been doing. Again, is our community outreach meetings. We've launched our profile brochure. We've launched our recruitment process. And then the city council, what we'll do is final applicant filling the date of the position is going to likely be October 24th. Well, actually, it'd be October 20th. I think we're going to go out a little month. This did the launch, and we'll have it'll be in November, and then we'll start the interviews and so on, and then we'll do the candidate interviews, and then Deb will shrink that list and have her interviews, and then we will make, she will make the decision and the recommendation to the council. So what this, what we'd like to do right now is go over these 5 questions, and really, and they're 5 questions, 4.5 because one of them is what else information would we use, but so I don't know if there are not any questions at this moment, I'd like to go ahead and launch into the exercise. All right. So Alex is here. She's gonna. You want to take notes from there? So.
Do you want me to take notes from here, or if you're doing
Yeah, let's go ahead and take notes right here. So Alex is going to describe, and what we've been doing is we'll take these notes and then we upload them online. And again, you'll see, if you go to our website, you'll see all the meetings that have been occurring. You'll see all the notes and right there. You'll see all the notes that we've collected and all the input that we've had from the various of all those meetings. So let me give her a moment. Okay, so the first question is, what are the most important issues that you would like the new police chief to address?
Safety?
Safety. And when you say safety, sir, what do you mean by safety? What can you just expand upon? We've had different examples, but I know it might represent something different for you.
Well, every neighborhood has issues,
Mm-hmm.
and safety in the neighborhood depends on working with the, I want to say clients, but working with the people that live there.
Okay.
Because they're the ones that know where their problems come from.
Mm-hmm.
And addressing those problems, I think, would bring safety. So when I said safety, I meant safety of the neighborhoods. Does that make sense? Or did I drill down far enough?
You've actually drilled down really great, expanding, because what we have heard in different community meetings is working with existing bodies like yourself, and making sure that the police chief and the police department and from the lieutenants to the captains, that they are building those relationships with the community, so they're familiar with their community, so that they're able to solve some of the issues more quickly. And so,
Could it be that we define it as building relationships for safety?
okay, that's a good one. Is there
Communication.
communication?
A lot of times we never hear what's happening from law enforcement standpoint, issues we see happening, but that's all we see.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 or 6 police cars stop in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Should we be concerned?
Okay, and that's a good one, because as we get these responses, we do see how they interconnect. When you're talking about building relationships and informing the community and working, you just brought up communication with residents, so that's a great example. Thank you for expanding upon that one. What's another one?
Commitment to review all existing policies in light of